Hello, boys and girls. So yesterday we started off with multiplying whole numbers by decimals. We're not going to do it traditionally yet. So I know some of you know how to do it, but for right now, I'm going to just review a few of the problems that we did yesterday using an area model. And that's how you're going to do it today. There's boxes drawn on your paper already, but you're going to solve it using the area model. So in case you forget how to do that, or if you didn't get much practice, you're going to draw, well, the area model is drawn for you, but we're going to start with just a box. My single whole number is going to go on the side here. And then I'm going to break up my area model into 3 spaces because I have 3 numbers here. All right, I'm going to have a bigger box for my whole number 8. I'm going to have a medium box for my 3/10. Now don't forget the decimal there because that is a decimal. And then my smaller box is going to be 200ths. So I was able to match this with this box, this one with this box, and this one with this box. So I've separated everything out. Just don't forget that 0 with the hundreds. Oops. Okay. So let's get to multiplying it. We have 5 times 8, which is 40. 5 times 3/10. 5 times 3/10 is 15/10. Now the problem there is I cannot have 15/10 in the 10 spot. So how many groups of 10 can I make into a whole? Well, I can separate this into 10 and 5. The 10 becomes one whole, and this is the remaining 5/10. So that becomes 1 5/10. Then I have 5 times 200ths. 5 times 200ths is 10 hundredths. Now, unless I get to over 100 hundredths, it's not going to be a whole. So 10 hundredths is just going to look like this. We end up having 1 in the 10th spot. 10 hundredths is equal to 1/10 or 10 hundredths. You can write it either way. Now that I have done this partially, I'm going to put it together. I'm going to add them all together. Remember, we have to line up the decimal points. So this is going to be 40. This is whole number. There's a decimal point we don't see after it. Then we can line up 1 5/10. I put that decimal point there just so I can have it to line up. And then I'm going to do my 10 hundredths. And again, any blank space that you see here, any blank space is what? A 0. So I'm just going to, if you want, you can fill it in. You don't have to, but just know that it's a 0. Okay, so I have 0, 6, decimal point, 1, and 4. So my answer is 41 60/100ths. Okay, so here's another problem. I'm going to draw, let me do my black. I'm going to draw my area model. I'm putting this over here. Okay, I'm going to draw a bigger box for my medium box and a smaller box. So I'm going to put 20 here, 20 holes for this one. I'm going to put 3 holes for the middle box, and I am going to put 5/10 for my smallest box. 6 times 20 is 120. 6 times 3 is 18. And then 6 times 5/10. 6 times 5/10 is 30/10. Now we have to ask ourselves, how many groups of 10 can we get into 30? Well, there's 3 groups of 10. That means we get 3 holes. There's nothing left over, so this ends up being just 3 holes. That's make it easiest for us to add, and we're going to add this up. We get 120 plus 18 plus 3. So that is 138 plus 3, and we have 141. So our answer is 141. One more. So area model again. 7 I have 3 numbers here, so I'm going to break it up into 3 sections. This is going to be 40. This is going to be 1, and this is going to be 3/10. 7 times 40 is, oh, my pen went away, is 280. 7 times 1 is 1. And 7 times 3/10 is 21/10. How many groups of 10 can I get out of 20? I can get 10 and 10. And then I have 1 left over. So that becomes 1 whole plus 1 whole plus 1/10. So that is 2 1/10. So I add these together. 280 plus 1 is 281. Put a decimal there. Let's line up our decimals. Again, if you can do this mentally, that's fine. I'm just showing you on this. 283 1/10. So boys and girls, this is how we're doing our worksheet today using the area models. It takes some practice. When you're done, you can go on happy numbers. All right, enjoy. Have a good weekend. Bye.